Hi everyone, so this is another tutorial that takes the pillar card into another realm. So this is a bottom box card, and I did a video the first week of lockdown on this one, but we've evolved it since then, so I decided to re-record it updated. So what we've got is a back piece of the card, a box section and some decoration on the front. So that is one of them. It folds flat to go in a normal envelope, and you can make it whatever size you want. Okay. So let's have a look at another one. This one has a cottage again on here, but it's more of a village scene. We've got some flowers here, a nice background, and they all stand up beautifully to display the cards. There's plenty of room to write on the back panel, or you can have them with the message on the front and simply sign the back of the card. So again, this is one based on a 6-inch square card or a 15 centimetre. And this one has got a panel with a verse on the front, and again folds perfectly flat to go in an envelope. So let's have a look at how we create one of these. So I've collected together a piece of card that is almost A5. I've just trimmed it slightly. So I'll put all the measurements as usual up in the top left corner. And I've got a spare piece as well that is the same width. Okay, so I've got a bit of beige card, not any particular design, just a bit mottled effect. I've got a greeting that I want to put onto it. I've got a single die cut of a car that will sort of go with the journey effect, and I've got a background piece here which is going to go on there. I could have put a map there, but I felt it was going to be a little bit difficult to see the car, so let's go for this one. And I've just cut it a fraction smaller than my piece of card I've got for my background. I have this nifty little gadget, just a bit of plastic, but if I place it on there I can get a nice straight edge on my tape, and I also get a nice straight edge to start the next piece. So let's take this off here. And we're going to fit that to there, and the way I've measured it, I've got a tiny white border all the way around. Okay, so we're now going to take this piece here, and this is going to make our box section. So I'm bringing in my scoreboard, place it widthways, and I'm going to take my scoring tool, that's the one, and I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, and it leaves me this little section to join my little box section together. So I'm just going to burnish those down. When you're burnishing, always make sure that these edges are going straight. That way all your score lines are at right angles. I'm going to take a this is a narrow piece here. I'm going to use this tape which is nice and narrow. And I'm going to join this into a box section. So if I fold it along any of the lines, I can fold this one and it will meet exactly to make a box section. So I just rock it backwards and forwards. Now this is my join. So I want to place double-sided tape on there. Quite a large box section, so I want to make sure I've got a nice lot of tape on there. So this will be my background piece, and this back piece I will place so it is level with the bottom of my card. This is actually forming the stand of the card, so it needs to be really nice and level. So there we go. Right, I'm going to add some double-sided to this as well. And some of my background box is going to be seen, so I'm going to take my piece of mottled card and I'm going to cover these white panels. Okay. So if I take it, I need to trim it down a fraction. It's easy to make your measurements as you go. And this is a 5 centimetre section. Let's just check we've got that way I want it. So I'm going to do a 4.5 centimetre piece and a 4.5 centimetre piece. Put that to one side for the moment. And I'm first of all going to cover this front section. Now it does give me a little white border top and bottom. Take my next section and I have another tiny border top and bottom. So let's have a look. Here we've got this portion covered and this portion. So let's go back. Right, now I've got just a rough cut row of flowers just to make it a little bit more delicate. Oops. So I'm going to place my row of flowers across the bottom. That's tying it nicely in with my background piece. Right. And I have my American car here, which is going to be on the front. So if I can push it up there, that's going to be travelling on the front. I'm going to put it, I think, in just slightly central. There. So there is my car coming through there. There's my background view. And now I need to decide where my text is going. Now unfortunately I'm either going to lose my tree or I'm going to lose some of the birds. So I'm going to just lose the birds a little bit there, and that's going to go on there. I'm just coming, I want to keep the tree if I can this side. Right, so that is a very simple card. So a small text on the top, car, I've got some flowers on the roadway, and I've just put a general background onto the card there. So although it didn't seem important to put this mottled one, it does carry the colouring right the way through, and if I hadn't put it, we'd have had a very stark white area here. So that is all blended in. So this one here we'll bring back. I've used the same background colour on here to make the steps on there. A simple card topper, and I've brought some die cut decoupage in and spread it across the whole card. So there's the next one. This one was a 6x6 card or 15x15, and so I've made the little box section a bit smaller. So instead of having 5 centimetres, I've put a 2, a 3, a 2 and a 3. So you can make it exactly what you want. We've looked at making the box sections over the past 2 weeks videos, and this is taking it just a bit more forward. So here we have a die cut panel, a little verse on there, and again I've split up the die cut decoupage going over a die cut trellis. Okay, so there's number 3, and this one here. Now this one I haven't put a background picture on because I've actually made it from a coloured card. So we've got coloured card making the box section, coloured card making this one, this back piece, and I've toned in the colours and a smaller topper. So there's no right and wrong way of making this card. Just use what you have in your stash and just play. And it's a beautiful card that when it goes on display, it just stands up on its own. I know it's not easy to see with the downward camera, but you can see it stands beautifully, okay, regardless of size. So have fun, God bless, and we'll be back with other tutorials soon.